What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or a loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. So the name of this episode is called Hate It or Love It. Hate it or love it. So I have a question. Let's play a little hypothetical right now. So if I were to ask you to choose between helping 2 people. Person A is somebody you hate. You hate how they look. You hate how they talk, the kind of person they are, how they make you feel. Or person B, somebody you love. You love how they are, how they make you feel, how they look. You probably would choose person B, right? But let's shift that thought. Let's think about it in terms of ourselves and the way we want to change and grow. A lot of times we seek to change things about ourselves because we hate the things we want to change. For example, I used to have bad acne. Hell, I still struggle with it, but especially when I'm stressed for multiple days in a row. But when I had really bad acne, I hated how I looked. I hated my face, and I wanted to change that because of that hate. Now, some of you listening right now might hate how your body looks, and you want to change because of that hate. You may hate your job, and because of that, you want a new job. You might hate a family member or a friend, and you hate being around them, so you choose not to be around them. Now, we've all felt hate towards something and wanted to change it. And the thing is, we've also found that can sometimes work. It definitely works. But the problem with that is we're looking at it from the wrong perspective. One of my best friends started his workout journey a few months ago. He started because he hated how his body looked. And he's been working out really, really hard because he hated it. And he actually changed the way he looked because of that hate. Now, the thing that I'm working on and I want us to get better at is understanding how all that resistance in our minds towards that hate is hard. Hating something so much that it drives you to change it can be tiring and mentally draining. Think about that person you hate and how you hate being around them. Do you get bothered just by the thought of them right now? Imagine having to plan your day so that you won't have to be around them. Is that fun? Wouldn't it be kind of exhausting to have to plan your day every day to make sure you're not around them because you hate them so much? So imagine how that must be, even though you don't realize it, to hate something about yourself that way. If you come at something with that kind of force, that hate, if you come at anything with that kind of force, there's going to be resistance. If you swing really hard at something, there's going to be an equal amount of force hitting you back. So what if we thought about it differently? You can change your body because you hate it, or you can change your body because you love it. So let's think about this. Think about all the things you've put in your body throughout the years. All the times you've stressed yourself out. All the times you didn't get enough sleep. I'm definitely guilty of that. All the drugs and alcohol you put into your body, right? We've all been guilty of that. Think about all the bad food you've eaten in your life. All these things we put our bodies through, and our bodies still work. We do all this bullshit, and it still works. Your body has been taking good care of you, even though you haven't been taking the best care of it. So what if we shifted our perspective and think about all the times our bodies have been there for us when we haven't been there for our bodies? All the times we have put our bodies through hell, and yet our bodies still are here for us and taking care of us. What you should do is say, you know what? I love my body. I want to make sure I take care of my body because I have put my body through a lot and it deserves better. So I'm going to get my body right. I'm going to make sure I have the healthiest body possible because I only get one and I need this thing to last. Thinking about it like that, isn't that easier? Doesn't that feel better to approach it that way instead of saying, I hate my body, right? Instead of having that hate mentality, that hate energy towards wanting to change yourself, because this way is less resistant. There's way more positive outlooks on changing your body by saying you want to change it because you love it. That should make you feel good. With this perspective, we should say, there's no way I'm not going to take care of my body. There's no way I'm not going to work out this week because I love my body and I want to take care of my body. So let's think about another example. What about the circumstances in your life? Like, I know we all have certain circumstances that we love about our life, but we damn sure have those circumstances that we hate. We hate those things about our lives, where we are in life, the things about us. We hate the age we're at when we think about where we should be. And that hate drives us to make a change. We've all done it. We all do it. I know I damn sure have, and I still do. But when you do that, it's so much harder to motivate yourself. It's much harder to push yourself to do something or work on something when you're coming at it from a place of hate. Just like that question I asked you earlier about who you would help, right? You probably wouldn't help that person you hate versus somebody you love. Just like you'd rather help that person you love, think about it in the same way. What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get back to it. So instead, say, okay, maybe I'm not where I want to be in life, but if I look back, I'm grateful as hell that I'm not where I used to be. A lot of us, most of us, myself included, are not where we want to be in life. But the fact that you're listening to me right now means that you have a goal, you have goals and things you're striving for, areas in your life you want to improve. So instead of thinking, I hate where I am in life, I hate my circumstances that I'm in, I hate where I am with my family, I hate my relationship or my marriage, I hate the mindset I have. Instead of thinking of it that way, think how no matter what, you still have overcame a lot and you're not where you used to be. Instead of putting yourself through that hate and forcing yourself to navigate through all that hate, instead, think to yourself, tell yourself that you love yourself, that you love the fact that you might not be where you want to be, but you can change it. Think how you love yourself enough to be the kind of person who loves themselves the way that you do. It takes some real self-love to want to change yourself. Think about all the times you've heard me talk. The fact that you've made it this far means you love yourself to want to make a change. So instead of thinking how you hate your circumstances, think of how you love the current path you're on, the path that will lead to that testimony you'll have in the future. Fall in love with this process of getting better. Fall in love with the path you're on because it's unique. There is literally no one else on the same path as you. Literally. And that shit is beautiful. You should love yourself enough that on this path to whatever destination you'll end up at, that you pick up things, that you pick up as much as you can along the way to better yourself. Love yourself to want to be the best version of yourself. Now, doesn't that feel better, much easier, less force and resistance? And we should apply this kind of thinking to all areas of our lives. If you hate your job, you hate being there, you hate what it does to you mentally, look at it from the perspective that you love your mental happiness way too much to continue to let these things at work bring you down. That you love yourself too much to let that coworker get under your skin. That you love your sanity too much to stay at a job without figuring out another solution. So moving forward, let's figure out a way to change our perspectives. That hate for the things about ourselves or the circumstances we're in, or that hate we have for other people. Let's change that, because that is not healthy and it can be draining. It'll be much easier to make a change if you're coming at it from love. Think about the times you've been in love, or maybe you're in love right now, or think about your loved ones. If they ask you to do something different, if they asked you to change something you know you really do need to change, because you love them, it's easier to want to go ahead and make that change. But if somebody you can't stand asks you to do something different, more than likely you'll meet that with some resistance. And that resistance is what we're trying to avoid. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.